Okay, I think I'm live. Yes. Good evening, everyone. My name is Debbie Singleton. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Come to you live Monday evenings at 7. However, I know that I have not been with you in quite some time. It's just been crazy. I think life just kind of gets away from you after a while. And it just has been gotten away from me. Anyways, I had a chance to get through my catalog and my order. I had been sitting on my front table, and then I actually even got another order that I had placed because I knew I had gotten some other items. So I'm so excited because I got to kind of look at, sorry, a little loud. So I'd gotten a couple of things that I had ordered, and then I knew I had other things that I wanted to order. And inside of my second order, I had ordered some other things, but I did not order as many as I thought. That's okay. So I kind of looked at what I had ordered out of the new catalog and then kind of sat down and decided what I wanted to kind of play with. And super excited about some of the new things that we have because I kind of went through my catalog and some things did transfer, as usually that does happen. So kind of weighed what I wanted to order and what I wanted to get that was new. And, of course, you always want everything in the catalog that's new, but budget-wise, that doesn't happen. So I cannot do that. So there are some fun things I do want to order, but I think I'll wait and I'll place that a little bit later. But what I decided to play with was this new, I actually got it as a bundle, but I didn't use the paper or anything in it, but it's called Inked Botanicals. But what I put in the description that we're playing with is it's called Inked and Tiled Bundle. And actually, and I think I didn't even put that as the title. I think I put the description because you can get so many different ways. It's so much fun that you can do so many different things. So I put it as, Inked and Tiled Punch Pack. So you can get it as a punch pack and you get a 10% off, or you can buy it as a bundle, Sweet Collections, and you can get the paper, some ribbon, the stamp set, and the 2 punches. So you can buy it all kinds of different ways. So the 2 little punches are super cute. Oh my gosh, they're like mini little punches. So here's one of them. It's like a little X. Oops, it's not in the camera. And this is like a little star kind of thing. And this is like a little X. And then the little stamp set, that is like a little bundle in itself. And then you can buy the suite, which on the and getting the paper and then these 2 and the stamp and some little ribbon. So that's really fun too. So you can do either way. So tonight I'm going to use this little star punch and I'm going to use the stamp set. So the stamp set is really neat. It's got a lot of sayings and it has just a note, lots of love, congratulations. So there's so many different graduations going on. You can pull this out and use the congratulations out of it. Hello, friend. Happy birthday and thank you. So I'm going to use the happy birthday out of it, but you could use any of the sayings. And the happy birthday fits right inside this little star thing. So it's super exciting. I'm super happy about that. So I'm going to just use the stamp set and some paper as basically it, and some ribbon. So the card that we're going to make is really simple and really easy. So let me switch you over so you can see the card. So here's the card, a very basic, very simple, and super easy. So I'm going to switch it up a little bit, but it's using all of our new colors that we have out. This is Boho Blue. This is wheat. Sorry, I haven't. Wild wheat. And then this color is our Moody Mauve. Really pretty colors to work with, really neat to play with them and work with them. So they go all together as usual. Stampin' Up! Colors go beautiful together. So I'm super happy about that. And we have so these are the in colors, and with the in colors we have ribbon that goes with them, and then we have a path of the in color dots also. So I'm going to kind of change it up, and I'm going to keep these two colors together, but I'm going to change out the ribbon and this stamp color. I'm going to stamp it just a little bit opposite. So super easy. The card itself is just a thick basic white. So it's just your standard basic white, but it's the thick white because we're going to use it as the card base. And it's 8.5 by 5.5, square at 4 1/4. So that's just your basic standard card base. That's 4. And you could do it either way, but because this flower is so big, I don't think it'll fit on the card this way. So I did it this way. And then I cut these pieces out already. So I should have swapped these two, but I'd already cut them out before I decided. But I'm going to just leave them because I'm going to swap the colors. So the Moody Mauve, that is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And then the Boho Blue is cut at 3 3/4 by 5. So we're going to just basically layer that on top. And I'm going to go ahead and just glue them on because we're not doing anything to them. You could enhance it, and you could pull out one of our really pretty embossing folders and emboss it, and that would be really pretty too. But I just wanted to make this just kind of simple. So I thought layering it was pretty good, making it all layers and bringing out all the different colors. And then our Boho Blue, layer that on the top. Now what I did for our white piece that's going to go on top of the Boho Blue, that is not the thick basic white. It's just a regular basic white piece. And I used our deckled rectangles just so that it'll get something on the edges, just so that it'll not be just a plain white piece. So the dimensions that I gave you for this, the 3.5 by 4 3/8, it's actually just a little bit bigger because the one that I used is a little bit larger. So you probably want to cut it just a tad bigger. It's the second one in from the largest. So these all go like this. So it's this second one. So I just actually took a little bit bigger piece of paper. I just had some lying around, so I just took one that fit, and then I cut this out. So it's just a smidgen bigger than that size, and it layers perfectly. That's just to kind of give you an idea of about what size you're going to need. So now we're ready to stamp on here. Oh, hi, Mom. Oh, I know. Aren't those colors pretty? There are new colors. So yes, they are different for me. They're very different. But I thought I would play with our newer colors. So you want to stamp the wild wheat color first because that's going to be our base color. And I left that color the same, but I'm going to reverse the other colors. So, I'm going to leave this leaf kind of looking thing. So we're going to, it's a little bit larger. This is all pretty large. So you could stamp it the other way, but I'm going to do it this way just so that I can see on here that I've got it all inked up all evenly or pretty even. And I don't like that I have some edges on there. So I'm going to take my baby wipes and clean up my edges. It probably won't stamp on there, but I don't like to take any chances. I don't like to get it on my card. So I clean up my little edges here, just so they're on there. And then we're going to stamp this, lining up on my lines a little bit, just so that it's kind of even. And then we're going to just kind of kitty corner it down on the bottom, sort of in the middle-ish. Just like the leaf would kind of lay on there. Oops, I moved it. We'll see how it goes. And then just kind of lay it there for a second. Yeah, that actually didn't turn out too bad after I moved it. I'm going to close this so that I don't get my fingers in it. And then I'm going to stamp the flower part in the Moody Mauve instead of the blue. I'm going to do the same thing. So since this is a big stamp, it barely fits on there. So I'm going to stamp the stamp pad onto the stamp. Okay, that looks like that's pretty even and pretty on there. And then we're going to place this and you're going to just stamp over it, but you're going to just stamp however you want on top of there. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just going to lay on top of there. Voila, that looks really nice. And I'm going to close that one up because I don't know that I'm going to, if I use it again, that'll be fine. And then this little flower down here, I'm going to do in the blue. Open my blue. They're new, so they're hard to use. All right, so tapping it. Yep, that looks like that's pretty good. As the ink pads are new, everything's new, so it's pretty well inked. And I'm going to come down here. I might put my sentiment up a little bit this time. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. So last time I used white, and I think I want to use the mauve and cut out the mauve and stamp black. See how that looks. So here's one of the little punches. I think I'm going to use that. And I think I'm going to stamp it in black. If I stamp it in the mauve, it won't stand out. And it just fits on there. There we go. Okay. Now I know that I want to put this ribbon on. So before I put that happy birthday, I'm going to put the ribbon on. Last time I forgot. So I'm going to do it this time first before I put the ribbon on. I'm going to use my glue dots. This ribbon is really nice. It's I just opened it and it is really nice ribbon. I'm going to love this ribbon to play with. You can fray it, it looks like, if you want to. I think it's gonna tie bows really nice too. I haven't tied a bow yet, but got a nice texture to it. Okay. All right, now I'm gonna put dimensionals on the back of that. I'm at the end of my dimensionals, and I don't ever just throw them away. You always use them up, even on the sides of them. They work just fine. So they're still poofy. Oops, upside down. Make sure it's not upside down. Yeah. See? Now it's ready to glue on here. This time I'm going to put blue gems because there's a blue dot here. But I thought rather than putting just a plain piece of white and the layers, I thought that gave it some dimension to it. And the ribbon also gave it some dimension. And then our gems always give us a dimension. And then the dots. These do not come off of here. So they didn't obviously want them to come off when they put them on. Yep, they don't want them to come off of anything. Okay. Then I'm going to put usually our tip tool takes these off with the putty on there, and it doesn't do that. So like I said, they are like stuck on there. Put one up here and one next to it. Okay, that's where it's going to live. That's where it wants to live. It's telling me. And we don't have to put an inside piece because it's white. Now you could decorate the inside if you don't want it to be completely white. There's like no design inside. So you could add another little flower if you want to. I mean, that would still give you plenty of room to decorate, to write something too. But I did two different. Now I should have, I could have, but I had already cut out the borders and stuff, so I could have reversed the borders. But still, I think it looks pretty good with the borders and oppositing it. And I do like that I did this in a color, so that would have been nice to do this one in the blue. I did back it in blue, but I think it would have looked really nice in blue and not just done it in the white, but I didn't think about it. But I think that gives it a little bit more depth doing it in a color. So I do like that too. But I just did them just a little bit different, which makes them kind of nice as well. They're super simple cards. So again, just something simple you can stamp and still make it a nice pretty card and send it off, and it's a happy birthday card. Write your sentiment in the middle on the inside, and then there you go, you're done. I mean, an easy simple card, but yet really nice. And it's, again, like I said, it's one of our new things in the catalog that's beautiful, very nice, something different. So just let me know if you want to get a catalog. I can send out one for you, or if you need anything, please let me know. Otherwise, next Monday is Memorial Day. I always get those days confused because I shouldn't, because my daughter was born on Labor Day, so I really shouldn't get those days confused, but I do. But it's Memorial Day, so I'm not sure if I will be live or not. Just it kind of depends. We don't normally go out of town, but we might do something that day. We don't normally even do anything during the day, but the weekend might just kind of get away from us. So it may be iffy if I'm live Monday evening, but if I'm not, I will see you. But most likely not, because we'll probably be crazy during the weekend. We probably will go see the kids and be with them all weekend. Not all weekend, but we'll probably be doing something with them. So most likely I won't. If you see me, it'll be a nice surprise. But anyways, if not, I will see you in a couple weeks, and have a great week and enjoy your Memorial weekend. And I'll see you in a little while. If you need anything, get in touch with me. Otherwise, have a great evening. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.